I found a few places. I'm not going to say any specific names, but it was pretty harsh. It was different. It was like this kind of boxing mentality. It felt very forced. But I got into it. I was like, okay, well, this is what it is, so I'll do it the best I can. And yeah, that was an experience that was somewhat traumatizing in some ways, and I wanted to stop. And something in my gut said, no, just keep on looking, look for another person, or I don't know, go online. And so I went online, and I happened to see somewhere that there was this open course or open introduction to Anthony. And I think I was only there for 3 hours, and within the first 5 minutes, it was just I knew this was the guy. You know, he spoke my language, and he's very. I say he was just who he is. He was very. He had this. I don't know if it's the word. He was tough, but he was very empathetic, and that's very rare in a man, to be strong but still be open, and yeah, that spoke to me. I didn't know that was possible, so I didn't. For one, I didn't feel alone, and the way he went about finding out who we were. I mean, the class, there was about, I don't know, 8 people. But you could tell he's kind of just gauging people, you know, what kind of person they are. And I could tell that he was serious. He wasn't doing it, from the other teachers I took, he wasn't doing it. He wasn't proving anything about himself. Actually, it had nothing to do with him, actually. He was actually more interested who we were, and why we were there, and you know, what we're about. And so that was, I think, first off, interesting. It wasn't like, well, welcome to my class, I'm all about this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, and you know, I'm the best, and you know, they used to tell me this, they used to tell me that. And so that was very different from what I had gotten from other classes. For me personally, I was able to see the power in failure, and the power of vulnerability. That alone is a power unimaginable, because in essence, it's like the birth of a star. You know, it's nothing, and it kind of implodes, and there's this silence, and then you just are. And if anything, I found that I found the way to be, in the way that I can be, in the way that I am, in the way that I was, in the way that I could be. Exploration of self. There's this incredible sense of security I feel whenever he's present with other actors. Because in the past, I have felt this competition, and it's a gym, and it's a gym where it's okay to fail. It's okay to to be you. The stuff that you would do, that you would normally never show anybody, you just do. And no one will judge you. And I think it has a lot to do with him, because that's who he is. He wants to get the most out of you. And let me rephrase that. He wants to help you get the most out of you. And that's what's amazing. He's not showing you what to be. He's showing you the path where you can find to be. And that's something, you know, it's not, when it's not forced upon, it has such a profound effect. Rewards will be given when the journey is taken. There is a lot of work in that sense of homework and learning. When I say to be specific, it's more finding out what things mean, for instance, for a text. You know, what does this mean? What does that mean? That's what I mean by homework, you know, learning your character, who you are, you know, your possibilities. And after all that, you know, saying the journey, the work and all that, at one point you just drop it. Take a rest, take a day off, and then you go to work and just trust yourself. And I guess overall, it boils down to that. Learning to trust yourself. And that's what I learned. Learn to trust the process and let go. You got to believe in yourself that your autopilot's rocking, you know, and you don't have to do much. You have to try with facial expressions or, you know, poke yourself with all these other things. It's just like, at some point you just let it ride. Cruising, man.